Oh my, is that in the basket? No way. What a putt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are at River Park in Benton Harbor, Michigan. I'm really excited to get this round going on yet another beautiful morning in Michigan. So make sure you grab your discs that float on the water, stay for a while, and let's go toss some plastic. And we've made it to hole 1 at River Park in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Guys, I know it's called River Park, but again, you know the deal. No one's trying to deal with that on hole 1. We have 318 feet. The river's right behind the basket, and I'm not sure how much room there is, but we're gonna start off with a light T-bird. All right, it should be a long putt, not a bad first throw. We've left ourselves a nice tester putt to start the round, about 32 feet. All right, that's not bad. Let's get this round started. Hole 2, 395 feet. We have a ton of room to work with, but you do want a strong right finish. If you have an absolutely booming sidearm, this is the hole for you, but I don't, so I'm gonna go with my Corvette. Keep turning. Oh, it's hyzering out. All right, we got a ton of distance, but I think we went too straight. Fortunately, we got pin high. Unfortunately, we finished left and not right, so we still have about a 90-footer for the 2. And if you guys look really close, you can see a wild Greta parked right over there by the woods. All right, not a bad run. For the 3. Hole 3, this is a cool one, 315 feet. You can go with an up the gut laser shot, or you can go with a really wide hyzer. I'm gonna go with the hyzer, try to use this Michigan dew to our advantage and get a huge skip. I'm gonna go with the Proto Firestorm. Oh, I threw that way too far. Skip. Oh my goodness. That was a very bad disc choice. Not our best start here at all. We really want to wake up a bit. We still have about 50 feet for the 2. Come on. Oh, good run. I know what a lot of you are thinking. Man, Hunter, that park is so beautiful. Did you sleep in Greta there by the water for the most peaceful night of your life? No. Most parks close. I slept at a truck stop and it smelled like diesel and stale Doritos. So, you know, you get what you get, you know what I mean? Hole 4, 244 feet. We have a really low ceiling. We want to go dead straight with a strong right finish. The basket's tucked up there in the woods. I'm gonna try to sidearm my scepter. Oh, be good, get through. Yes, that should be a good putt. Let's try to get a birdie. Really happy with that drive. We've left ourselves about 20 feet for the 2. Hole 5, 360 feet. We want a pretty light hyzer the whole way. Guys, the rough is very thick, so hopefully we can avoid it. And this is hands down the slipperiest it's ever been for me trying to throw. We obviously don't have any tee pads, and there's an extreme amount of dew on the ground right now. Oh, that might be lost. Get around the corner. Oh, I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Let's go find out. Thankfully, we stayed out of the rough. We've left ourselves about a 35-foot straddle putt for the 2. Come on. Let's go. What a good putt. Let's get this round going. Hole 6, 281 feet. We want to go dead straight through this gap, get a nice left finish. And guys, we all have to admit, this course is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go with the Kotuku. Skip, skip. Oh, I think that's going to be really good. Man, I really do love this disc. Listen guys, I better not see any comments about a foot fault, you know what I mean? Put your serious face on. I need to know, when you throw I just walked through a giant spider web. Giant spider web. If you misthrow your disc and it's starting to turn over, does leaning the opposite direction help? I think so. I mean, I think a good lean will make the disc move in the direction that you're leaning. Prove I'm wrong, but let me know. Hole 7, this is a tricky one. You want to force something over to the right with a hard left finish. I'm pretty excited about this one because I have not thrown my Firebird in quite a while. Well, that kind of took the excitement right out of it, you know? I hit that first tree up there. Honestly, guys, I think hitting this low-hanging branch saved us. That Firebird was way too forced over, and I think we would have went in the thick of it. We still have about 150 feet for the 2. Nice and easy. That was a textbook example of that fieldwork exercise I was telling you guys about at Shara. Hole 8, 236 feet. We're throwing through this very tight window. Needless to say, we really want to get through that. The basket's up there to the left. We're going with the Kia. Don't hit it, don't hit it. Oh boy. I think we bounced to the right out of the thick of it though. I don't know if it's the weather or if this disc is just breaking in a lot faster than I thought it would, but it's starting to hang straight for too long, causing a lot of issues. I'm gonna give it a chance to redeem itself. We have about 100 feet way uphill for the 2. All right, we'll take that. For the 3, hole 9, 264 foot, downhill, slight ante shot. This is actually a very tricky hole. I know you guys can't see much. I tried to put my camera down there for a catch cam, but my microphone does not reach that far. So hopefully we can get a good shot. Uh-oh. Oh boy, I think that's gonna be hard to find. Luckily, we didn't quite get swallowed up by the rough. We have a dead straight, downhill, probably 80-foot putt for the 2, and I actually think I am gonna putt it with the Envy, because downhill, the hammer can gain a lot of speed, and the overstability is probably gonna push it in the woods. All right, a nice little pull tapper. We all love those. Hole 9 break. Today's just going to be a quick little story time, and I hope some of you guys can relate and provide me with some very funny stories. One time I was backpacking out in the central mountain range of Utah, and we were out there, and we were setting up camp on the spine of this mountain, and then we went to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night to something clawing, snarling, scratching at my tent. I was positive it was a mountain lion, and I was absolutely scared to death to move, breathe, and I didn't even think about opening my tent to investigate. I kept raising the volume of my voice until my buddy woke up and he could also hear it. It was a very tense situation and neither of us knew what to do. I finally got the courage, I opened up the tent, and what I saw absolutely baffled me. It was a field mouse. It was a field mouse. So let that be a lesson, guys. Don't let things build up. It's crazy how your brain can overcomplicate situations instead of just addressing them. So that's my story. Let me know if you guys had any other weird experiences like that, but I will never forget that one. Hole 10, it's only 153 feet, dead straight, uphill. I don't know how many ace run opportunities we're gonna have, but let's see if the Envy can do the impossible and get one for us 3 videos in a row. Oh, nope, sure can't. That wasn't even close. Not an ace run, but still getting the job done. This hole is definitely a must get. Hole 11, 246 feet. A bad tree kick here could spell disaster, so we're gonna keep it low. We're gonna go for a little skip shot. We wanna go dead straight with a strong left finish with the scepter. or we'll skip right into the woods, which also spells disaster. All right, guys, we're gonna try something new, some catch cam footage. I have about 120-foot hyzer shot for the 2. Let me know, guys, catch cam, yay or nay. My mic is pretty limited on distance, but we can still figure it out for these cool circumstances. Hole 12, this is a cool one. 186 feet, way uphill. We're throwing into the light and we want a left finish. We're gonna go with the Kia. Oh yeah, get through. All right, hopefully that fought through that last bush. The Kia finally came through for us, leaving us about 16 feet for the 2. Hole 13, 240 feet, dead straight, wide open. If you go too deep, it looks like you're gonna go right in the thick of the woods, so we are gonna go with the Rhino. Oh my. All right, that is way too long of a putt for this hole. That was just not a good throw. We still have about 43, 45 feet, and we have this limb hanging down right in front of us. I'm just gonna go with a high hyzer putt. Oh my, is that in the basket? No way, what a putt. Man, the practice has really been paying off lately. Let's go. Nice shot. Hole 14, this is a wild one. 258 feet. We want to try to get near or in between those 2 big trees up there, and then it goes downhill into the woods, and that's where we'll find the basket, and we're gonna go with the Champion Rhino. Get through. Oh, I soft armed that, but it should be a pretty fun putt. The Rhino did slide down the hill a little bit, leaving us about 17 feet for the 2. There is a little creek behind the basket, so hopefully we can knock this one down. Let's go. One of my best putting days in a long time. I want to give a quick shout out to Travis, one of the coolest dudes I've ever met. I ran into him at Shara and he invited me to go to his league night at Flaherty Park. I am positive I butchered that, but I joined their league. It was the best league experience I've ever had. They do call themselves the Railheads, so check them out on Facebook if you want. And guys, look at this path. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I don't know if it floods in here, but it's elevated like 5 feet off the ground and it's really long. So I think if this floods and you want to play disc golf, you got this nice elevated pad to walk on. Really cool. Hole 15, 412 feet, plenty of room to work with. I'm guessing the basket is tucked behind one of those trees up here. And guys, I will say this park is awesome and it has a ton of replayability, which you don't see very often. We're gonna go with our Champion Boss. Oh, I think that might be the wrong tree, but we'll work it out. As expected, we are pin high, but this was not the tree we wanted to land by. We have about a 50-foot Annie putt for the 2. Nope, don't hit the camera. Nice. The camera has better reflexes than I do. Hole 16, 309 feet. Just in case you might be having a good round going, this one can definitely put that to a stop. We want to go dead straight with a strong right finish, but the basket is tucked right by the water and some parked cars. So I'm just going to take the hex, try to get some straight distance and play for an easy 3. All right, I think that should be pretty good. If this hole wasn't hard enough, they have this ravine like 30 feet from the basket. So hopefully we don't overshoot this putt because that river would probably send this hammer far away. Come on, let's go. The best putting round I may have ever had in my life. Hole 17, 281-foot hyzer shot. We have all the room to work with. The basket is out on a little peninsula, so hopefully we can stay safe. We're going with the Kotuku. Oh my, that is way too far, I think. Oh, that actually worked out perfectly. Well, we did skip off the peninsula, but it's still a very nice throw, only about 15 feet uphill for the 2. Oh man, it was bound to happen. And rounding off hole 18 at River Park, we have 311 feet. You can play it safe and go with a big sidearm or turnover shot off to the left, or you can go for it, hit this gap up the middle, and hopefully stay pretty straight. We're gonna send it up the middle with the T-bird. Oh, that's horrible. Great tree kick though, we will take that. That tree kick was amazing. It's left us about 150-ish feet for the 2. Oh, settle down. Oh, that got pretty floaty on me. Not a good drive, an even worse upshot. Hopefully we can end it on a good putt, about 30 feet for the par. Let's go. That wraps up today's video at River Park in Benton Harbor, Michigan. And guys, I will be honest with you, I was very skeptical about filming here. I got here late last night to kind of scope it out, and I was completely taken off guard on the beauty and the scenery of this park, as well as the amazing maintenance. I honestly think on Udisc, this park is pretty underrated. I know it doesn't have tee pads, and that is a big deal. If this course had tee pads, it would be, in my opinion, one of the best city parks I have ever played. The rough is pretty brutal, but not nearly as bad as those comments say. I've played much worse. They have some really cool, unique holes. They have a few holes where you can really open the arm up. You will need quite a few different shot shapes if you want to master this course. And all around, it's going to keep you on your toes. There's big open fields right outside the park if you want to warm up with some drives or practice some new discs. There's just a great peaceful energy around here. I really enjoyed my time at River Park. Overall, I'd give River Park the very solid score of 8 out of 10, and that's without tee pads, so that is very high. Please guys, get some tee pads in this park. It is very deserving of it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.